This shocking revelation raises the question of why conflicts arise between mothers-in-law and daughters-in-law, and why the daughter-in-law often becomes the target. In our society, when a woman becomes a mother-in-law, she often assumes a strong role, managing the household and family. It becomes difficult for her to accept another woman, the daughter-in-law, taking on a similar role. The mother-in-law is usually very attached to her son, fearing the new woman might distance him from her. This fear leads to reluctance in accepting the daughter-in-law, resulting in conflicts. The negative effects of this situation impact the daughter-in-law the most. The mother-in-law, because the mother is very much associated with her son, is also a threat to her, because she may not be a woman who is coming. First, she cannot trust her, because she can see my house very well. Second, she is also afraid that she may take my son somewhere and get away from me. Therefore, often due to not accepting a daughter-in-law, there is a conflict between the mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law in the house. And often the result or effects of this disorder are the most obvious ones, which you are reading above. In Aksha's in-laws case, how can a son ensure justice between his wife and mother? This needs discussion. Avoid getting involved in their issues. Listen to both sides and end the conversation without escalation. Tell your mother you'll discuss with your wife and vice versa. Approach with understanding to handle effectively. This way the situation is managed better, avoiding the dilemma of handling both. It's a great way to foster understanding since mothers-in-law and daughters-in-law live together. Ultimately, the son and husband caught in the middle suffers the most. Tell them you will discuss with your wife about this. When your wife mentions your mother, assure her you will talk to your mother. Understand the issue to handle it effectively. Manage the situation to avoid handling dilemmas. In-laws live together and the son suffers most caught in the middle. And the role of the man who finds himself stuck between not knowing how to handle his wife and how to manage his mother is a classic case of misunderstanding. This is a great way to highlight the situation because after all, mothers-in-law and daughters-in-law have to live in the same house. No matter how many times you intervene between them, ultimately the one who suffers the most is the son and husband who is caught in the middle.
Avoid getting involved in your daughter-in-law's matters. Listen and let the conversation end.
Avoid getting involved in the matters between them. Just listen and let the conversation end.
In today's show, I want to show the difference. That happens when you have a daughter.
Understanding that the new woman, the daughter-in-law, who is coming into the family should be accepted as a part of the family can significantly improve many things. Instead of the daughter-in-law trying to make her mother-in-law her mother and the mother-in-law trying to make her daughter-in-law her daughter, I believe that if every relationship is maintained with respect and dignity, it can lead to a much better understanding. This relationship can be maintained and its respect can also be upheld.
Activities.